In the heart of the Lesser Antilles, there is an island born of fire and water, a place where the earth still breathes with volcanic life. It is a land of dramatic beauty, where mountains cloaked in rainforest fall steeply to the sea, and coastlines are traced with sands of both brilliant white and volcanic black. This is Martinique, the Isle of Flowers. From above, it is an emerald jewel set in a turquoise sea, a cornerstone of the French Caribbean. The light here has a unique tropical intensity, bathing the pastel facades of its towns and the vibrant greens of its banana plantations in a brilliant clarity. But to look closer is to discover a society of profound complexity and resilience, a culture woven from the threads of Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean. This is a place that is at once French and unmistakably Creole, a department of the French Republic that moves to a distinctly Caribbean rhythm. This is a story not of a tropical escape, but of a deeply rooted home. It is a story of the people, the spirit, and the daily life in the heart of the French Caribbean. Life in Martinique is a study in contrasts, a seamless blend of European structure and Caribbean spontaneity. The day often begins with the familiar rituals of a French town. In the capital, Fort-de-France, the morning unfolds with a purposeful energy. The aroma of strong coffee and freshly baked bread spills from the doors of countless boulangeries. Here, the first stop for many is for a warm baguette, tucked under an arm on the way to the office, a simple, daily act that anchors the island to its French identity. Yet, just a few streets away, a different rhythm takes hold. At the Grand Marché Couvert, the covered market, the atmosphere is purely Caribbean. The air is thick with the scent of spices, tropical fruits, and fresh seafood. Voices call out in the island's Creole language, a rich, melodic tongue that carries the history of the island in its cadence. Here, vendors, many of whom have tended their stalls for generations, arrange pyramids of mangoes, passion fruits, and guavas, their hands moving with practiced grace. This is more than a place of commerce. It is the social heart of the city, a place for connection, for gossip, and for the reaffirmation of community bonds. Away from the capital, in the small fishing villages that cling to the coast, like the picturesque Anses d'Arlet, the morning begins not with the sound of traffic, but with the gentle lapping of waves and the call of seabirds. Fishermen return in their traditional boats, the gommiers, their nets heavy with the ocean's bounty. The day's catch is sold directly on the beach, a ritual of freshness and trust that has sustained these communities for centuries. Life here is slower, more deliberate, lived in close harmony with the sea. In the mountain communities, nestled on the slopes of the volcano, the day starts with the cool mountain air and the crowing of roosters. Small-scale farmers tend to their gardens, growing the vegetables and root crops that form the backbone of the island's cuisine. The pace is quieter still, a life defined by the land and the steady turning of the seasons. Beyond the markets, community life is also centered around other key institutions. The local church, often a historic and beautiful structure at the center of town, is more than a place of worship. For many, Sunday Mass is an essential social ritual, a time to see and be seen, to catch up with neighbors after the service, and to reinforce the moral and social fabric of the community. Similarly, the neighborhood cafe or bar serves as a public living room, a place where men gather for a morning coffee or an afternoon glass of rum to play dominoes and to engage in the lively, passionate discussions about politics and daily life that are a hallmark of the island's culture. The family unit, La famille is the undisputed cornerstone of Martinican society. It is a powerful, multi-generational force, a source of identity, support, and unconditional belonging. It is common for grandparents, parents, and children to live in close proximity, often on the same street or in the same neighborhood. Sunday lunch is a sacred institution, a loud, joyful, and life-affirming ritual that brings the entire family together. The day revolves around a shared meal, a feast of traditional Creole dishes that have been simmering for hours, prepared with love and time-honored recipes. It is a time for catching up, for sharing stories, for passionate debates about politics, and for the simple, profound comfort of being together. This deep-seated importance of family fosters a powerful sense of community, an unspoken understanding that one is never truly alone, that the well-being of the individual is inseparable from the well-being of the whole. To understand Martinique is to understand the concept of créolité, or Creoleness. It is a cultural identity born from a complex and often painful history, a vibrant fusion of African, French, and indigenous traditions. This is not a culture of the past. It is a living, breathing force that shapes every aspect of daily life. This identity was famously articulated by the island's great poet and thinker, Aimé Césaire, a central figure in the Negritude movement, who championed the celebration of Black identity and heritage. His work gave voice to a profound sense of pride that continues to animate the island's spirit. The Martinican Creole language, Creole Martinique, is the soul of this identity. For centuries, it was a purely oral language, a tongue of resistance and resilience, forged in the crucible of the island's plantation history. Today, it is a language of intimacy, of poetry, and of home, spoken with pride alongside official French. To hear it is to hear the heartbeat of the island. This Creole spirit finds its most vibrant expression in music. Martinique is the birthplace of zouk, a rhythmic, high-energy sound that has captivated the world. But the island's musical landscape is rich and diverse, from the traditional biguine and mazurka that echo the island's colonial past to the powerful drumming of Pelée, a direct and profound link to the island's African heritage. Music is not just for special occasions. It is the soundtrack of everyday life, spilling from car radios, beachside bars, and family gatherings. Carnival, or carnaval, is the ultimate expression of this collective spirit. It is a magnificent, chaotic, and joyous spectacle that consumes the island for weeks. This is not a performance for tourists. It is a deeply personal and participatory event. Entire communities work for months to create elaborate costumes and floats. The celebrations are a riot of color, music, and satire, a time when social norms are turned upside down and the streets belong to the people. Each day has its theme, from mock weddings to red devil costumes, all culminating in the burning of Vaval, the Carnival King, a giant effigy that symbolizes the death of the past and the rebirth of the new year. It is a powerful, cathartic release, a celebration of life, and a defiant expression of Martinican identity. This identity is also tasted in its rum. Martinique is world-renowned for its rum agricole, a specific type of rum distilled directly from fresh sugarcane juice rather than molasses. This method produces a spirit of exceptional quality and complexity, with a flavor that is deeply expressive of the island's terroir. The historic rum distilleries, or habitations, that dot the landscape are more than just factories. They are monuments to the island's history, their grounds telling the story of a sugar-based economy that has shaped the island for centuries. There is an immense pride in this craft, a recognition that in every bottle of Martinican rum, there is a taste of the island's sun, its soil, and its soul. The economy of Martinique is a complex blend of local production and deep integration with France. As an overseas department, the island is an integral part of the French Republic and the European Union. This status has a profound impact on daily life, providing a level of stability and public services that is unique in the Caribbean. The economy is dominated by the service sector, with tourism and public administration being the largest employers. The French government is the primary economic engine, funding the island's modern infrastructure, its schools, and its healthcare system. Tourism is a vital source of income and employment. Visitors are drawn to the island's beautiful beaches, its lush interior, and its unique blend of French and Caribbean culture. Coastal towns like Les Trois-Îles and Sainte-Anne are hubs of activity, with hotels, restaurants, and marinas catering to an international clientele. Agriculture, once the undisputed king of the economy, still plays a crucial role. The vast rolling green fields of banana and sugarcane plantations are a defining feature of the landscape. These crops, along with pineapples and other tropical fruits, are grown primarily for export to France. Fishing remains a traditional and important way of life in the coastal communities, providing fresh seafood for local consumption and restaurants. However, this deep connection to France creates a unique set of economic realities. The cost of living in Martinique is significantly higher than on many neighboring islands and is comparable to that of mainland France. This is largely due to the island's heavy reliance on imported goods. In a typical supermarket, a wide array of French products, from camembert cheese to Bordeaux wine, are readily available, but they come at a price, shipped thousands of kilometers across the Atlantic. This creates a paradox. Life in a tropical paradise comes with a European price tag. In Martinique, food is a language of love, a celebration of history, and the centerpiece of daily life. The island's cuisine, known as Cuisine Creole, is a delicious and soulful reflection of its cultural fusion. It is built on a foundation of fresh, local ingredients, seafood straight from the ocean, tropical fruits and vegetables from the garden, and a complex palette of spices that tell the story of the island's trade routes. The staples are a testament to this rich heritage. Acras de morue, savory salt cod fritters, are a beloved appetizer, a perfect balance of salty, spicy, and crispy. Colombo de poulet, a fragrant chicken curry, showcases the influence of East Indian indentured laborers who brought their spice blends to the island. Seafood is naturally a star. A freshly caught snapper, or vivano, simply grilled with lime and Creole spices, is a taste of the place itself. Before a meal, or as a gesture of welcome to a guest, the ritual of the ti punch is often observed. It is a simple, potent concoction of rhum agricole, a squeeze of fresh lime, and a touch of sugarcane syrup, stirred with a small wooden stick called a bois lélé. More than just a drink, it is a moment of social connection, a tradition that signals the beginning of relaxation and conviviality. A true Martinican meal is a symphony of flavors and textures. It might feature legumes pays, local root vegetables like yams and sweet potatoes, alongside rice and beans, and the ever-present plantain, which is prepared in countless ways, fried as crispy bananas pasties or baked as a sweet, caramelized dessert. The secret to many dishes is the sauce chine, or dog sauce, a zesty marinade of onions, garlic, chilies, and lime, so named because it is faithful to any dish it accompanies. While Creole cooking is the heart of the cuisine, the French influence is never far away. The daily baguette is a non-negotiable part of life. Patisseries sell exquisite French pastries alongside local coconut sweets. The home kitchen is where these two worlds meet. A family meal is an act of love, a tradition passed down through generations, not in written recipes, but by watching, tasting, and feeling. It is in the slow simmering of a sauce, in the careful balancing of spices, and in the joy of a shared table that the true flavor of Martinique is found. The natural world is the defining feature of life in Martinique. The landscape is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, powerful force, a constant and awe-inspiring presence. The island is dominated by the majestic and formidable Mount Pelée, a volcano whose catastrophic eruption in 1902 destroyed the former capital of Saint-Pierre and forever shaped the island's psyche. Today, its slopes are covered in a thick, velvety blanket of green, its peak often veiled in clouds. Hiking to its summit is a pilgrimage for many locals, a way to connect with the raw power of the land and to witness some of the most breathtaking views in the Caribbean. The island's interior is a world of lush, tropical rainforest. This is the domain of the Forêt Départementale Domaniale, a protected wilderness of towering trees, giant ferns, and cascading waterfalls. To walk these ancient paths is an immersive experience. The air is cool and damp, filled with the scent of wet earth and blooming flowers, and the sound of the tiny, endemic Martinican tree frog, the Hylote de Martinique. The coastline offers a stunning diversity. In the south, the beaches are what Caribbean dreams are made of. At Les Salines near Sainte-Anne, a long, graceful crescent of brilliant white sand is fringed with leaning coconut palms, meeting a sea of impossibly calm, turquoise water. This is where families come on weekends to relax, to swim, and to share a picnic. In the north, the volcanic landscape creates a different kind of beauty. The beaches here, like Anse Couleuvre, are made of fine black sand, a stark and dramatic contrast to the lush green cliffs that surround them. The sea is wilder here, a reminder of the Atlantic's power. Life is lived outdoors as much as possible, in deep appreciation of the tropical climate. The garden is an essential part of many homes, a source of food, medicine, and beauty. Places like the magnificent Jardin de Balata showcase this botanical wealth, a cultivated paradise of tropical flowers and plants from around the world. This deep, daily connection to nature fosters a profound respect for its beauty and its power, an understanding that to live in Martinique is to live in harmony with a landscape that is both a paradise and a formidable force. For all its natural wildness, Martinique is a remarkably modern and well-connected society. As a part of France, the island benefits from a sophisticated infrastructure that is rare in the region. A network of excellent, well-maintained roads and highways connects the major towns, making it possible to travel from the southern beaches to the northern mountains with ease. The car is essential for daily life. It is a symbol of freedom and a necessity for navigating an island where public transport can be limited in rural areas. The public services are of a European standard. The healthcare system is part of the French national system, providing residents with access to high-quality medical care, modern hospitals, and specialist doctors. The education system, from primary school to high school, is also modeled on the French system, offering a rigorous curriculum that prepares students for higher education. High-speed fiber optic internet is widely available, connecting this remote island to the rest of the world. This seamless blend of modern convenience and profound natural beauty is one of the defining paradoxes of Martinican life. It is entirely possible to live in a small, traditional village surrounded by banana fields and the sea, yet be just a short, comfortable drive away from a modern hypermarket, a state-of-the-art hospital, or the international airport. This unique combination allows the people of Martinique to enjoy the peace, tranquility, and close-knit community of a Caribbean island without sacrificing the benefits and security of a modern European state. It is a carefully constructed reality, a testament to the island's unique place in the world. For the young people of Martinique, growing up here offers a unique blend of deep-rooted island identity and broad European opportunity. The education system provides a strong academic foundation, but for university studies, the vast majority of young Martinicans must leave home. They travel to mainland France, to cities like Paris, Bordeaux, or Mount Pelée, to pursue degrees in fields not available on the island. This period away is a modern rite of passage. It is a crucial chance to experience the wider world, to gain new perspectives, and to acquire specialized skills. For many, it is their first experience of life in a large, multicultural city, a stark contrast to the close-knit familiarity of home. But the pull of Martinique, the deep-seated connection to this unique place, is incredibly strong. The great challenge for the island is creating enough diverse and challenging opportunities to entice its young, highly educated population to return. While some find fulfilling careers at home in fields like medicine, law, or public administration, others struggle to find work that matches their qualifications. This brain drain is a significant concern. Yet many do choose to return, drawn back by the powerful bonds of family, the unparalleled quality of life, and a passionate desire to contribute to the future of their island. They return with new ideas and global perspectives, opening innovative businesses, creating art, and contributing to the dynamic and continuous evolution of Martinican society. They navigate a complex identity, proud to be both French and European citizens, but fiercely, unshakably Martiniquais at heart. The rhythm of day and night in Martinique is a study in beautiful contrasts. The daytime is for work, for activity, for moving forward. The sun is intense, and life is lived with a sense of purpose. The markets are bustling, the roads are busy with commuters, and the fields are active with the work of farmers. The energy is outward-focused, a reflection of a society that is productive and deeply engaged with the tasks of daily life. As the sun begins to set, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink, a palpable shift occurs. The fierce heat of the day softens into a warm, breezy evening. This is when life turns inward, toward family, friends, and community. The workday ends and the social day begins. People return to their neighborhoods, and a profound sense of calm descends. The evening is for connection. It is a time for the large family dinners that anchor the week, for gathering on the porch or la terrasse to chat with neighbors. It is for a quiet game of dominoes, the rhythmic slap of the tiles a familiar evening sound. In the coastal towns, waterfront restaurants come alive, their tables filling with people enjoying the cool sea breeze and fresh local food. The quiet of the night is not one of silence, but of a gentle, communal hum, a time for rest, for conversation, and for the simple, profound pleasure of being home. Life in this Caribbean paradise is not without its significant challenges. The beauty of the island exists in a delicate balance with the forces that threaten it. Lying in the heart of the hurricane belt, the threat of powerful storms is a constant reality during the autumn months, a recurring test of the island's resilience. The shadow of Mount Pelée is a constant, quiet reminder of the formidable power of nature. The high cost of living and the dependence on imports create economic pressures for many families. Youth unemployment is a persistent concern, forcing many to seek opportunities elsewhere. There is also the constant, complex challenge of balancing tradition with the pressures of modernity. How does a small island welcome a growing number of tourists without compromising the fragile ecosystem and the authentic way of life that attracts them? The debate over building large new resorts versus promoting small-scale, sustainable ecotourism is an ongoing one, reflecting a deep desire to protect the very soul of the island. How does it maintain its unique and precious Creole culture in an age of overwhelming digital connectivity and global influence? These are the vital questions that the people of Martinique grapple with, thoughtfully and collectively, every single day. So why do people choose to stay? Why, in a world of seemingly limitless options, do they remain rooted in this small, remote place? The answers are as varied as the individuals themselves, but they often circle back to the same fundamental themes. They stay for the profound, unshakable sense of family and community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where people genuinely know and care for one another. They stay for the unparalleled safety and the simple, priceless freedom to raise their children in a nurturing environment. They stay for the peace, for the pervasive quiet of the countryside that allows for a deeper connection to oneself and to the natural world. And above all, they stay for the unbreakable connection to home, to a landscape that is not just a backdrop for their lives, but an integral part of their identity. It is a spiritual bond, a feeling that their ancestors are present in the rustle of the sugarcane fields and in the murmur of the waves. It is a connection forged in the sun, in the sea, and in the shared collective experience of living in a place of wild, dramatic, and enduring beauty. It is the feeling of having roots that run as deep as the volcano itself. Martinique exists in a delicate, beautiful, and constantly negotiated balance between its French identity and its Creole soul, between the untamed wildness of nature and the engineered comforts of modernity, between a cherished island life and an essential connection to the wider world. It is a place shaped by the trade winds, by the legacy of its history, and by a quiet, unyielding, and deeply admirable strength. Here, life is not measured in grand events, but in the steady, dependable rhythm of the seasons, in the warmth of a shared meal, in the beat of a familiar song, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that home is more than just a place. It is a feeling, a culture, and a community, creating one of the Caribbean's most distinctive and authentic ways of life.